What's good? It is Ronan the Traveler. Look, before we get in this video, I want to say, man, thank you guys. We are over 5,000 subscribers, man. I appreciate you, man. And shout out to the brother O'Shea Duke Jackson. I really appreciate that dude. So look, let's get into it. A brother sent me a message. He said, look, I don't know if this is a stupid question. I have never left the country, but I'm about to come to the Dominican Republic. I'm going to spend half the time in Sosua, half the time in Santo Domingo. But I want to ask something. Can I find Viagra? I hope this is not a stupid question. Let me tell you something, brother. The only stupid question is the one that you don't ask. And here's why. We're gonna get into a story time by myself. Now, I'm almost embarrassed to tell this story, but it ties in so good to what you're asking. So first, I'm gonna answer you. Yes, you can get Viagra and Cialis. You can just go to a pharmacy and get it. I didn't know this though when I first came, so let me give you my story. Look, strap in for this. This is crazy. So, look, here's what happened to me. This is my third visit to Santo Domingo, man. I am having the time of my life. I'm meeting. By this time, I had transitioned from dating certain kind of women. I had moved on to dealing with normal women, and it was great, man. I was able to pick up women and go on dates and just have a wonderful time. So I was knocking women down like bowling pins, and it was wonderful. All tale. I go to the supermercado Jumbo, and I'm in the checkout line, and this place is like a Target or Walmart or whatever. Nice place. It has nice stuff there. Beautiful, actually. So I'm in line, and the lady who checked me out, name was Carla, and she was about 24 years old, and I'm flirting with her. She was very beautiful. This is what I tell you guys, man. When you in the DR, your biggest thing is not the women on the strip. You will see women in the banks, the stores, the malls, and that's when you will see these so-called heartbreakers, man. So I meet her, get her WhatsApp, we start hanging out a little bit, and I don't know if I was just tired, what was going on with me, but she was washing me up, man. I had to tap out twice, so I was feeling kind of bad. Like, I have never in my life had to use any kind of, nothing against it, Viagra, any of that stuff. You give me some gin and it's on. I'm the wolf man. I don't need none of that. But this 24-year-old man was making me tap out. So I used to date this doctor in the States, and she had told me about, ginseng, and showing me how to make the ginseng and honey and tea tree oil and all this. So I know a lot of you brothers don't realize this, but look, Santo Domingo has a Chinatown. You need to visit it. So, man, I say, you know what? I'm going to teach her a lesson. I'm going to show her who I am. But I need go get me some ginseng. I need to go get some. And ginger root. These things I need. So I go to the Chinese shop, man. And when I walk in, I start to laughing. I couldn't stop laughing because you ain't never seen nothing in your life till you see a Chinese mofo speaking Spanish. And when I walked in there, I could not believe it. He just started talking, and I could not stop laughing. And he told me, he like, "De donde eres?" And I just could not stop laughing. What that mean is, where you from? And I told him, and I was playing with him. I said, I'm from the best country in the world. He said, you don't look Chinese. And I started laughing. This dude could speak Chinese, English, everything. So I started telling him the things I needed. I said, look, man, I need this, some of that, and he starts laughing. Yeah, I know what you want. I have what you want. Tengo lo que necesitas. Like, he's like, I have what you need, you know. Okay, but he go in the back, and he's back there for a while. He's like, I have something for your egg roll. My egg roll? I don't want no egg rolls. Your wet noodle. I'm like, what you talking about, man? He said, I have it. You know, so he going back, he gave me 2 green pills. And he tell me, you take these pills 1 hour before. He give me 2 green pills. You know, I'm like, all right. He like, this all you need. Take this hour before. I pay him, and he tell me, I see you again. And I swear there's smoke around him. I go back to the room, and I'm chilling. And once Carla gets our work, she comes, and we in there. We listening to some bachata. We having a good time. So I go in the kitchen, and I take the 2 pills. I'm like, oh, she gonna feel my wrath tonight is on. She gonna see what I'm working with. I'm old, but I ain't that old. I'm the wolf man. She gonna see. Man, I take those pills, and we in there dancing bachata. We having a good time. And she's like, Cardenio, you okay? You're sweating. And I'm like, oh no, it's kicking in. And I'm looking at her like, oh yeah, it's about to be on. You about to see. You got me the first 2 times. You're not gonna give me these 2 times. You don't give me no more. It's about to go down. Man, I start sweating more and more. Man, I was in so much pain. I started screaming. It felt like I had a million needles hitting my leg at once. It would not bend. The medicine did not go to the 3rd leg. It went to the 2nd leg. I could not bend my right leg. So I'm looking at Carla. She has a smirk on her face a little bit, but she's trying to ask me. She's like, "Yes, tomado." That means, what did you take? You know, I'm embarrassed to say I took anything, but she realizes I took something. I lay up there and pull my phone out and tries to call Uber, and I'm telling her I need to go to the emergency room, and I'm scared I can't bend my leg. She runs downstairs to get the lobby attendant. He comes in there. They're talking in Spanish. You know, Dominicans talk. I can't really make out all the things they're saying, but they both are laughing with me. By the time the Uber comes, they're both trying to help me get into the car, but I can't fit because my leg won't bend. Now, I'm about to cry. I got tears in my eyes, and they're kind of smirking and laughing. And I tell you, right when I find a position to get in the car, my leg goes back to normal. Boom. Almost automatic. My leg does not hurt anymore. It disappears. And I'm not sweating anymore. And I tell the Uber driver, I pay him, I say, it's okay. And Carla was like, you sure you don't want to go to the hospital? I say, I'm okay. We go upstairs back, and I'm exhausted. I feel like I had sex with 3 people. I'm very tired. She's laughing, but we go to sleep. And while I'm asleep, I start having nightmares of the Chinese man. He said, no, you need to know your egg wall. And I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I swear you, my eggplant was the hardest it ever been. So I wake her up, and I get my revenge. I was glowing. It kicked in. After all that time, it worked. I destroyed her in there, and I was the champion. I was the last dragon. I was glowing, and I got my revenge. I went through a lot of things, but I got my revenge. And man, you know, to this day, me and Carla are very close. I punished her. I wore out, and I got, you know, it was worth it to me, because I was able to regain, because, you know, it's one thing when women start teasing your man that you can't perform. but I overperform after that, man. So, shout out to the Asian man. I guess his name is Mr. Lee, but he looked out and I almost died, but it was a good thing. You know what? This same thing happened to me with alcohol. I gotta tell that story. I bought some cheap Grey Goose and got messed up like that, man. But that's a story for another day. And this is a short video. I try to link true things that happen to me to questions that people know, man. These are true stories, man. So I appreciate you, man. Shout out to the Blue Book, and we are out. Look out for your egg or your noodle.